Let me even come closer so you guys can see. This is, quite frankly, I love it. I'm looking like a black Barbie. This is so different. Okay, that's cat because in my YouTube thumbnail, I literally am wearing a fringe wig. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning into this video. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to talk and walk you through how I achieved these cute bangs in my 5x5 HD lace unit from Asteria Hair. Let me know what you think about the style. Quite frankly, I love it. The hair came in this turquoise teal satin bag. They gave me a satin cap for sleeping. Very handy, and it's quite big, so obviously with longer hair you need a bit more cap space, and they accommodated for that. The hair comes with this Asteria hair band, but obviously, like, given the style I've opted for, I don't really need it. But great lashes, and obviously wig caps. What else is in here? Edge brushes. Unfortunately I won't be using this. Hang down all the edges, and a headband. They give you like the bare essentials you need to style the wig. I'm so scared because yesterday I had a bob and I'm coming into the office today with longer sleeve and bangs. It's quite a plot twist. Talking about the length, let me actually show you where the hair reaches. They said it's 22 inches and I am 5'4". However, this is really lips in the life out of my backside. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think it works. This is the perfect hair wig for such a style because it's so light. This drops so perfectly. Like, the quality of this hair is really what makes the style for me. It's so flowy, it moves, it's so natural, and the thickness as well. It's not unnecessarily thick. It's very natural looking, and yeah, it's not exaggerated. This works, and it's really dark. In the winter, your skin has this certain like glow, this brightness about it, and I love the contrast of jet black hair on my skin in the winter. If you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, how I got these choppy bangs, please do continue to watch. Thank you for tuning into this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Let's get started. I'm just brushing out the hair. If you're a regular on my channel, you know that I always take the combs out of my wigs just to ensure that this is an extra protective style. I'm getting rid of those combs in the sides and in the back. I just put it on the wig. We're going to begin by styling it as though I was going to wear it in the middle part. We want to make sure that everything is super flat and the wig is in the correct position in preparation for when I do cut the bangs. So just wheeling over my little pink trolley and working through my hair with my ORS Heat Protectant Serum. I will list the full names and links to everything below. You want to use this sparingly because it is quite thick and you don't want to weigh down the hair. I then follow up by brushing through this to ensure that it's evenly distributed throughout the hair. Then I proceed to straighten my hair. Realistically, it would have been so much more effective if I had a wide plate straighteners, but my thinner ones do the job as well. You want to make sure that you are straightening, you are pressing the life out of or into the hair. You don't want any kinks or any areas that aren't as straight as others, because the whole idea of this style is it being very sleek. If it wasn't for the little lace tab on the right of my face, you wouldn't know that I haven't cut off the lace. The lace is so thin that it's practically blending into my skin. Oh yeah, I love it. I'm looking at this footage now like, yeah, this hair, God's gift. Now I'm going over the middle part. This is partially for the foundation of the fringe. You need the middle part to be centered and sharp so that it helps you when you then decide which parts of hair you're going to set apart for your fringe. Now just hot comb that to ensure that everything is flat. And just look at the hair, like, it is so beautiful. Although we're not wearing the hair in the middle part or a side part, for that seamless blend and melt with your skin, you still do need to cut the lace in the jagged motion. Onto the fringe itself, I begin by parting out a U shape, using the middle part as like a center point. You then extend the U to end at the arches of your eyebrow. you don't want to get overzealous and just chop the hair, because you might chop it at a length that is way too short and you can't work with it and it ruins the style and you end up looking like Beyonce in that godforsaken picture. You all know which one I'm talking about. So I begin by chopping the hair about a bit below my chin, and then I go back in again, twist the hair until it's taut and chop it about lip length. Here's where we're going to start working and molding this fringe. I'm splitting the fringe into 3 sections, the left, the middle, the right, and I'm point cutting. This better be my right because it looks like my right. I'm point cutting the right side. Point cutting into the hair gets rid of weight, and chopping it horizontally obviously just gets rid of length. So you can see I've angled it a bit because I want my fringe to not just be a straight line across. I want it to be a bit longer on the sides and shorter in the middle. So again, this just takes a lot of going in and out, back and forth, point cutting, cutting across, straightening, point cutting, cutting across. It's very repetitive, but you continuously do that until you get the desired look. And you want to always comb your hair after point cutting so that you don't mistake hair that isn't there for hair that is there. You don't want to keep cutting thinking, okay, yeah, still hair to cut, still hair to cut. And then when you finally decide to comb, you realise, damn, like, I should have stopped cutting 5 minutes ago. Continue to work through the fringe, and when you're on either side, angle the horizontal cut you do so it's a bit more diagonal, so that the fringe frames your face. So you guys can see the effect that having those longer bits on the side has. It allows the fringe to blend a bit more seamlessly into the main body of the hair, given that the hair is so long. So again, just cutting diagonally and straightening so I have a better idea of what everything looks like, and just playing with it really. So that fringe, as perfect as it is very, very dense, and point cutting is not enough. So I'm going in with my tweezers to get rid of that density. So to get us closer to a wispy fringe, wispy China bangs, I'm going in with my tweezer and just plucking randomly. Make sure to not center on one area, otherwise you're plucking yourself a bowl patch. So you can see I'm working on the sides, moving a bit more into the middle, going back to the sides, going a bit to the lower areas of the fringe, just to ensure that it's evenly plucked and the density is evenly distributed. So again, I'm now pulling the hair to the side and just plucking a bit higher, plucking a bit lower, and just getting rid of the hair. When will you know when to stop plucking? Honestly, it's up to you and the look you're going for. I plucked quite a lot of hair out of this fringe because the closure is very, very dense and I didn't want it to be so blocky. So it's completely at your discretion. And as you would do when plucking your closure or frontal for a middle part, etc., comb through the hair. You get rid of that excess hair so you have a better idea of what's actually happening. And going back into the 3 sections of the fringe, I'm now working in the middle and point cutting into the fringe to still get rid of that weight. You want to kind of like bump the ends inwards, so you're encouraging the hair to fall in that fringe shape that we're going for. So at this point I'm just fiddling with it, just separating, tussling it, cutting, straightening. It's a lot of chasing we're doing over here, but this is what you're gonna have to do until you are happy with the desired look or happy with the outcome. And I love how this looks, especially with the rest of the hair tied back. It looks, it's giving grown and sexy. Now that I'm happy with the fringe, I'm taking out my hairband and just connecting it kind of with the main body of the hair. So you see how I've got the angled bits on the side. It helps with blending. So I know that I definitely went in and plucked a bit more off camera just to ensure that the density is perfect, because I'm looking at that side, that angled bit, and it's a bit too thick. It's a bit thick for me. And voila, the finished look. I'm looking like a black Barbie. Yeah, I love it. I keep looking in my screen because I just love this. This is chef's kiss. The closure is very, very, very thick. So if you're going to follow me and go for this choppy bang style, let me tell you, you're gonna have to pluck. You're gonna have to pluck. It's a thick, well, this is literally what I've plucked out the closure. I'm sure there's a bit more hair somewhere, but the hair is so thick, so you're really gonna have to be dedicated to plucking it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into this tutorial. I had the time of my life installing this unit and styling it for you. If there's anything you want to know, just please check the description bar. I include absolutely everything in there. Thank you for tuning into this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like, and I will see you in my next one.